Globally, several people, specifically Generation Z and Millennials, do not subscribe to using traditional media to get information about what is happening in the world. Instead, they use social media as well as streaming platforms to keep informed. To take it further, many tune in weekly to satirical shows like The Daily Show with Trevor Noah, Saturday Night Live, and The Late Night Show with Stephen Colbert to find out what is happening globally. They watch these shows because the reports, though factual, are filled with humor and irony about current affairs. They are satirical. Unfortunately, these shows do not give Jamaican millennials and Generation Z information about what is happening solely in their country. Because of this, there is need to bring satirical journalism as a form of reporting within the Jamaican media.
Satire
is basically one of the arts of comedy.
Well, just leave it, you know.
It sounds like desire.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
I don't know. What would it mean?
Something fancy, sultry.
You know, it's mockery for effect, yes. Usually for a good cause.
Funny.
Oh, okay. That's the word.
Satire is both a genre and a literary device that holds human nature up to criticism and scorn. It is often political in focus, but does not have to be. In literature, writers use irony, humor, and exaggeration to create successful satire. When satire is used in journalism, it is achieved by making fun of the news while breaking down the story. It can also be achieved through comedic imitation, portrayed as conventional news. The main aim of satirical news is to challenge viewpoints about people, trends, and events while influencing social and political changes. Though several Jamaican millennials and Generation Z do not know what satire means, they are able to associate the intentions with satirical news presenters such as Trevor Noah.
Oh yes, I do watch Trevor Noah. I've saw some clips of him on the internet, and I'm also familiar with his stand-up comedy.
Trevor Noah boss, man. Like, watch everything today, man. Stand-up comedy, everything. Like, if I didn't man, they read all female local news, watch news every night, because, like, they man, they break all bad news to you with humor and everything, so.
Let's talk about the coronavirus. According to WebMD, you already have it. Now, every day, we learn more about how this virus is affecting the world. So let's check in on the latest coronavirus news in our ongoing segment, Is This How We Die?
On the other hand, some Jamaican traditional media do incorporate satirical news. However, the ones that appeal most to Jamaican millennials and Generation Z are done by Clovis Tunes and Oral Tracy.
I think it's funny. Sometimes I don't get the references, but I feel like it's still like funny because of how it is shown, like it's caricature, exaggerated, and the quotes. It make you think, oh, I'm gonna go back and find out what is this. Or I'm gonna ask my parents. I'm not gonna actually watch the news, but I'm gonna ask my parents why did Clovis make that statement or put that quote.
All right, what happened, sometimes there's a story that goes along with what I illustrate. So what I usually do is if they don't understand what is going on, I put the headline of the paper. I put a newspaper in the cartoon, in the cartoon itself, and label the headline, so they will know where the story is coming from.
Oral Tracy, you know.
I think Oral Tracy makes the news interesting because he grabs your attention.
A man run and come last. In fact, if he could have run. I feel think that man just make you know. Wow, go on.
I think it's a good strategy to grab people's attention, because there are different types of persons out there. Some persons are bored easily, so in order to just attract more persons to the media and to let more persons be aware of what is taking place in society, comedy is a good, thing to include in news.
It makes the news interesting and fun because I don't like generic, boring news. So if he's talking about a topic that's in current affairs or anything that might have come up in the recent times on the news or whatever, I would rather watch him explain the news to me because it's way more funny, way funnier. It's way funnier than for you to just sit there and be like, and in other
news now, there was tragedy in St. Mary last night after two
because I get his take on an issue and I can then decide how I would feel. It allows me to make informed decisions.
I prefer to hear the news in a more humorous manner because at least you can lighten up the mood a little. I mean, there's so much tragedy taking place in the world. If you tell us what is taking place in a humorous manner, it would just help us to feel more cheerful.
Really, you can't say 3 men were shot and killed and maybe and you do it in a joke. But it depends really. Depends on what type of news.
Sometimes, although based on my understanding, I know that people, adults, not just young adults and older adults, I feel like they want the news like just the facts. They don't want your opinion in it. They just want you to present them with all that they need to know, all that is relevant, right? But I understand that as journalists, they want to have this serious so that people can, believe what they say or take them seriously or think of them as credible. So they present it in a very, very 1, 2, 3 type of way. And sometimes I want to have fun. Although you have people where they make bites of the week and stuff like that, it's still sometimes it needs to be more relaxed so that I can, get a good feel of what the news is.
I'm not sure that clarity is a result of satire, perhaps entertainment, but I think that if you catch people with entertainment, then they might listen and get the serious point. So I'm not so sure that there's a direct line between clarity and satire.
I don't watch the news currently. I'm working because it's boring, but I'm working on it.
No, I don't watch the news because the normal news is boring and it's just made to make you feel fearful, and I don't want that. I don't want to constantly be hearing things that make me feel fearful.
I feel like they're trying to put their minds at ease because there are so many things to get you down, but I feel like our culture, we don't ever want to be down, man. We just want to have fun and we just want to enjoy our lives as best as possible. So even if something serious is going on, we might take a minute and be like, we might be serious and now we discuss it and everything, but at the end of the day, we're going to laugh about it. I don't know. I feel like it's cultural.
Well, news is not entertainment, you know. News is information. And unfortunately, our society is really in a very dread state with all the murders, the domestic violence against women and children. I mean, things are terrible. So I don't think that satire is going to make the news any better. So we really just have to face facts that our situation is bad and we need to deal with that reality. Satire is not going to change reality. Maybe we'll have comedians who satirize the news, and that is a different form than straight news.
Like you have to really grab the attention. And like feel like if you notice like everybody I do skit and them things nowadays. So like a man like Joe could have really grab somebody's attention, really. You get me?
People need to laugh, and it's very important to laugh. Very important. And if you can make fun of somebody, somebody who is wrecking havoc in the place, is the greatest thing to somebody. You know?
Yes, okay, let me tell you. I feel like, you see, when we joke about these things, it starts a conversation. So you might start off by telling a one joke and you make a reference to a news item. Somebody else might chime in on that, and that therefore it sparks a discussion. Versus when the news is just you just watch it and you're aware, but you don't really care to find out what happened and how everything is resolved. But you see, when there's a way where you find the news, when you find the news fun, it makes you want to talk about it.
I think more persons will talk about it, you know, with social media. They will circulate the message, you know, but in order to get persons to react to it, you know, or to do something about it, I think persons need to talk up about it.
Conventional news is important. After all, without it, there can be no satirical journalism. It gives content and context. Nonetheless, in order to reach Jamaican millennials and Generation Z, satirical news is what they require to keep informed about their country.
Let persons know that we want a change.